So my best mate was addicted to soap. Well, at least he's clean now. Because it's terrible.
Perfect.
So I promised you this top 10 a while ago. Well, it's finally here. It is, of course, in today's episodes, the top 10 Nike TN, aka Air Max Plus. So we had the top 10 Air Max 1, the top 10 Air Max 90, and the Air Max 95. Was it? Yeah. Yes, it was. I'm also planning on doing an Air Max 97 list as well. So if you want to see that one, comment down below. And unlike the previous 3 that I have done, this list is actually in order. So just like you was on a keto diet, let's put the waffle away and get started. Starting off at number 10, it is the Nike TN Sunburst Pack. Now I know this colorway might not be for everyone just because of how loud it is, but there's just something about it for me. The red just goes so well with the other colors. And I just love that detailing to the Nike swoosh in that sort of pinwheel effect. Now I'm a sort of guy, I love a loud sneaker. I love when people are breaking their necks trying to look at your shoes. And you just know with this pair on, you are breaking a lot of them. Not the most spoken about sneaker, but defo one that's underrated. Coming out in 2019, this one had to make the list. Now at number 9, this sneaker reminds me of Lizard from Spider-Man. And if you used to watch the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon way back in the day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it is the Nike TN Rejuvenation. Hold on a minute. Could this actually be inspired by the Lizard? There's nothing to confirm it, but it makes sense because rejuvenate, the lizard in the films and the show used to rejuvenate the limbs. Ooh. But talking about the actual colorway itself, it's such a clean one. That sort of scaly look to the upper, the way it's done, it looks so good. The way the green sort of gradients into the black and the white midsole as well, I don't think you can go wrong. I'm a big fan of green though, so of course I'm gonna say that. I'm coming out way back in 2006. I think this sneaker is due a retro. For me, one of the best looking TNs in my opinion. So at number 9, it is the Nike TN Rejuvenation. Now next is a sneaker dubbed the Frequency Pack, just because there were other Air Max released in it. But personally though, I do think this one was the best looking. And yes, one of the best TNs to mention. Very similar color blocking to the likes of the Jordan 4 Thunders that we had recently. And yes, Billy might argue there's too much yellow on this sneaker, but that's the whole point. Another head turner when it comes to the Air Max Plus. Yes, this might be one of the loudest TNs to ever come out, but at the same time, that's what you kind of want. 9 times out of 10, for myself anyway, the louder the shoe is, the more I want it. And this pair definitely falls into that category. Coming out in 2018, this was when the TN was really having a resurgence. At number 8, it is the Nike TN Frequency. Now not all sneakers on this list I've actually owned. Yes, I've seen them in hand. Yes, I've had them in hand. But this one, I've actually had my hands on. And it's one that didn't come out too long ago. It released in 2022. It is of course the Scarab. Now looking very similar to the Nike Tuned Max and the Air Max 97 by Skepta. The iridescent vibes to the shoe, call me a windmill because I'm a big fan. Call me a windmill. How old are you, mate? Got a perfect balance of being a loud shoe, but at the same time, very subtle. And not to mention, out of this whole list, it's one of the most unique looking. So for that alone, it therefore had to feature on this top 10. The only sort of downside to this sneaker that a lot of people did point out is the creasing to the upper. But if that's something you're not really bothered about, then of course, it's not that deep. But the Air Max Plus Scarab therefore had to make it on the top 10. Now this colorway is actually one of the OG colors to drop to the Air Max Plus way back in 1998. And the last retro we did have was 2018, and I wish I went for him. But it is, of course, the Voltage Purple. Now when it comes to the OG colorways, I've always been a big fan, not just because of nostalgia, but how they look. The gradient panels to the shoe, the outlandish colors, and that retro vibe as well. And this hit of purple, I just think you can't go wrong. I'll be real, not my favorite OG colorway, but it's defo up there in terms of best colorways to the TN. Now there's rumors that OG colorways are releasing next year, so I'm hoping this is one of them. Definitely one on the hit list because this is one of the best Air Max ever made. Not even just TNs, but Air Max in general. So at number 6, it is the Voltage Purple. Now the most popular greedy iteration to a sneaker for me is the Air Max 95. And I won't lie, I think that sneaker pulls it off better than this, but this one is defo right up there. One of the best colorways to the Nike TN, it is of course the Greedy. Now this blends two OG colorways. We've got the Hyper Blue and the Tiger/Pimento. Now I won't lie, usually I don't like mismatched panels on shoes, but ever so often there are some sneakers that pull it off so well. And I know there's gonna be some people that will argue with me on this one, but I really do like these. Two of the OG colorways blended into one. And yes, another loud selection, but at the same time, I absolutely love them. Another head turner, and if that's what you want, then this sneaker is just for you. Now number 4, this one is absolutely fire, and I kind of ruined it because that's what it's called. Fire Pink. This 2020 Supreme drop with the Nike Air Max Plus is one I've always had my eye on. Releasing as part of a free pack, the other two colorways were just not doing it for me. I love a loud shoe, but that green one was ridiculous. The green one kind of looks like when you vomit out your kebab with the chili sauce, and I'm not having that. And the white one for me is too plain. This one's kind of in the middle. And that pink, oh yes, that pink. Being called Fire Pink, and we don't hear that nowadays, it's normally Fire Red. It has that neon look to it, and they look amazing. Now this next sneaker is one that pays homage to another, and some other sneakers that do that don't really pull it off the right way, but this one is spot on. It is the Air Max Plus Tiffany. Now paying homage to the Nike Dunk SB Tiffany, this one is so special. Everything down to that Tiffany blue on the upper and that metallic Nike swoosh. And it's not all the time where the resale prices indicate how good a sneaker is, but this one just says it all. A very special colorway to a very special sneaker. This one had to make the top 10. But making the top 3, it is the Nike TN Tiffany. Now this top 2 honestly could go either way, but just missing out on the top spot is one of the OG colorways, the Hyper Blue. If you're a fan of the Air Max Plus, you're definitely a fan of this colorway. I'm just hoping the rumors are true that these will be retroed next year. It's about time I add this sneaker in the collection, but that is just missing out on the top spot, the Nike Air Max Plus Hyper Blue. Now I know you saw this coming, but at top spot it is of course the Tiger colorway / Pimento. Now I don't know what it is why I prefer this colorway over the Hyper Blue. I think it's the white midsole and of course the orange. I do love the Hyper Blues, but when it comes to orange colorways on sneakers, they're always gonna win. And I'm hoping as well this colorway does retro next year too. I can't be too greedy, but I'd defo have these over the Hyper Blues if I had the choice. Being called the Tiger colorway, it's just spot on in how it looks. The gradient look to it, and of course that stripy vibe as well. Being called Tiger is perfect. Now I only started to get into collecting again in 2018, so I didn't really go for these when I should have. It's one of those sneakers you're kicking yourself because at the time you could have got them so easily. But fingers and toes crossed, next year does happen. But at number 1, it is of course the Nike TN Pimento / Tiger. Anyways broskis, thank you so much for tuning in to another top 10. And if you want to see any more, comment them down below. And also comment what sneakers I missed out, because bruh, there was too damn many. And if you are interested in football and Arsenal, I do have another YouTube channel that we're slowly building up, so check it out. But of course, whilst you're here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and till the next episode, take care. You're 30 years old, mate. So I promised you this top 10. When did I promise you this? Well, it's here now. And it's like charades, bro. And it's here now. Madonna, Vogue, bro. Colors on the gradient panels on the shoe, the outlandish look to the shoe. I might as well dub these Haagen-Dazs, because if they come out next year, I'll scoop them up. You know what? I think it's time to retire the jokes, mate. Enough is enough. But, and I won't lie, normally I don't know. How many normals do you need, bro? Because you're not normal. Now, normally I won't lie. I was about to do it again. Another normal. Now, normally I won't lie. I don't like usually. You're tapped. You're tapped. You're tapped. You're tapped, bro. You're tapped. Mental health is real. Now, rumored to be. That was. You know, he can taste your breakfast. Yeah. Now, rumored. Now, rumored to. I did it again. You did it again. Now, rumored to be. I can't say it. The word rumored